Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, we begin by expressing our gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this opportunity and extend our prayers and salutations to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Warm welcome and heartfelt thanks to our honorable school principal, Ustazah Farhatun. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are thrilled to have a guest with us this morning, promising excitement, inspiring, and unforgettable moment. So, fasten your seatbelt, hold onto your hat, and get ready for a talk show like no other.
Today, we're going to explore love and celebrate together. This is the day we've all been waiting for, so let's make it truly memorable. But before we dive in, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Olivia.
My name is Akhtar.
My name is Alfie.
And my name is Raihan.
Together, we will be your hosts for this event, Talk with Native of SMA IT Nur Hikmah Bekasi.
Now, please join us in giving a warm round of applause as we welcome our special guest, Mr. Damian and our event host, Ustad Ikhwan.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the opportunity to learn about culture shock from Mr. Damian Hu, a native English speaker from Australia. Today, he will be sharing his knowledge and experiences, and Ustad Iqbal will be guiding this discussion.
But before we start the event, I wanna give you the rundown of today's agenda. First is the talk show with Mr. Damian and Ustad Ifan, and then we have a game and Q&A session, and finally we have ice breaking as the close. And now, without further ado, let the show begin.
Okay, kita mulai our master of ceremony ya. You know, these four people have been trying so hard for preparing this, yeah, like that. So we hope that by this event, you can know about the culture shock, and of course, it can upgrade your skill of English, like that, yeah. So here we have our famous native speaker, Mr. Damian Hu, yes. If you see him on YouTube or Instagram, yes, there's just a lot of posts that you can learn about the culture, you can learn about his experiences. So we have such a very special guest for today, like that. So, Mr. Damian, let's start this with our very special students, and it is free to ask if you have any questions, yes, and like you, yes, I'm so nervous also, yeah, that's why let's do the best. Do the best for your questions, and I will do the best for you to gain an insight from this event, like that. So, before that, I just tell you about the very important information about our speaker, yes. That actually, Mr. Damian Hu, it is the graduate from Queensland University of Technology, Brisbane, Australia, in the subject of study, health and physical education and history. Like Ustaz Firman, give applause. So, physical education, yeah. So you may know the physical.
Yes, I teach, I have taught physical education, sport, health, how to eat well, how to be healthy, how to be good at basketball, football.
Yes, those guys.
Even badminton, but you guys could probably beat me still in badminton.
And Mr. Damian has, like football team Yes. So while he is like traveling, he also has a football team with his students like that. He is coaching football also like that. And do you know that actually Mr. Damian, it is already, it is 2 years, right?
Nearly 3 years.
Nearly 3 years in Indonesia. That's why Mr. Damian could speak Indonesia also like that. Yes. And Japanese.
Japanese?
Japanese?
Wow.
Like what?
Pie kabare.
Yes, this is the Japanese. This is Japanese.
Kumahanda.
Kumahara, like that. Yes. You know, like in Sudan there is a itasaha. Aimam. You know that? This is so funny in Sudanese.
I love Sudanese food. That is my favorite.
Is there any Sudanese people here? Please raise your hand. Okay, 1, 2. India. No. Oh, India. Sudanese. Okay, great. Okay, so let's begin this talk show, yeah? Oh, yes. Let's open this by reciting basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, and let's begin to ask Mr. Damian about his experiences. Mr. Damian, could you tell us, like when a foreigner comes to Indonesia, there are just a lot of differences for the culture. So are you experiencing it also? The different culture with your country?
Oh, it's huge. It's completely different. Like even here, right now, in this school,
Yes.
high school and middle school,
Yes.
they would never sit like this. They would always be in a chair.
Oh, yes. Actually we are using a chair also, but because there's just a lot of audiences, yes, it's not possible because, we don't know how much the audience that will come.
Yeah.
It will just get a lot of students come here and they're just free to come.
It's comfortable though.
Yes.
It's comfortable. It's got a nice.
Yes. Maybe after they can sleep also. If they feel tired, students this day.
You can sleep if you want.
No.
If they want.
Canda.
Like that. Okay. That's it. And I've been Western. I've been traveling to Malaysia and Singapore. Yes, I feel also the culture shock. Especially in Singapore, that if we smile to the other, it is in that culture. Sometimes they feel like, oh, what's happened?
Why are you smiling at me?
Why are you smiling at me?
Yeah.
But in Indonesian culture, especially in Japanese, it is the way of politeness.
Yeah.
So, are you experienced that also?
That's one of the first things I noticed when I first moved to Bali. Because I was living in Singapore.
Oh,
And then I moved to Bali during the pandemic. Because Singapore was so boring and I was so tired of living there.
Oh, okay.
I moved to Bali and then Balinese people were like smiling at me all the time.
Just like that.
But for example, in Singapore, people don't just smile at you. It's very fast and quick in Singapore, and
Yes, that's right.
they're a completely different culture to Indonesian style. Yeah, it's more intense and focused. And work, money, quick. Everything's really efficient.
Okay, that's great. And when you are living in Indonesia, you have traveled all around Indonesia, right? Yes. You have visited all cities.
To Medan,
Medan.
Lawang,
Okay.
Batam, Bintan, Jakarta, West Java, Central Java, East Java, Bali, Lombok, Flores, Kalimantan Timur.
Is this a very good traveler? Yes, like that. So here, Mr. Maybe you can share us about your story. That is your most interesting story that you still remember about when you are visiting one place. Yes, that you can't forget it all. Like that.
I tell you what, this is a great story. I went to Flores and I went swimming in the hot springs.
Oh, okay.
So it was about 6 p.m. Everyone was washing in the water, and the hot water was coming from the volcano, and the cold water was coming from the river. So you had this really hot water, cold water mix, and all the villagers were washing in there with me. And I was there, and we were having fun and talking. And then I finished, and I went up to collect my bags, and my money, and my passport, and my camera was gone.
Is this true?
And I thought, damn, those villagers must have took the money. And I was
Stolen by someone.
they were all being nice to me, and then they stole my stuff. But I was looking at the wrong tree. I put my stuff at that tree, not that tree, and then I saw all my stuff there.
Oh.
And then it made me think, you know what? These villages in Flores, in the middle of the jungle, they could have taken my phone, which was like 10 juta, or my wallet, which had like 3 million rupiah in it. They could have taken that if they wanted, but they didn't care. They don't care about fancy cars, fancy, lots of money.
That's quite unique.
They just want to be happy in their little village. And that,
Our life, our story in Indonesia, like that. It is the title. And you mentioned about, you know, like, maybe it is on the other video, you know, you are just a little bit surprising about the Indonesians. Like, what do you think about the Indonesian police? Like that.
Police?
Yeah, the police. You know, like, you are just being fined by the police, and then, yes, while you are talking with your friend Bang Ju, that's it. That's it. Just tell us more about that.
well, I don't know so much about the police in Java.
Yes.
But when in Bali, sometimes if you don't have a helmet, or even if you do have a helmet, the police stop you and try to take money from you and say, hey, where's your international license? And most people don't have an international license. So,
like that.
okay, well, you have that.
Oh, like that.
And I mean, the difference is in Australia, you get stopped, you will pay a fine of about 3 million rupiah if you do something wrong. It's 3 million rupiah for speeding, 3 million rupiah for not parking correctly. But here, sometimes you can just help the police with a bit of more.
Yes. And you can just pass on your way.
It's not a good thing. It's just the way it is.
You know, sometimes that we feel down, so sorry. And do you know, like, I don't know, especially in our country, yes, we're just so interesting when we see, you know, like bullying, yes. You know, common bullies say to me, yes, I have friends also, they say to me that when they first came to Indonesia, they just feel like an artist because all of people will just take a photo with them. They just like so much about bullying, like that. So, do you feel that when you're first coming in Indonesia?
Sometimes. I mean, I don't look so bully. My dad is from Malaysia.
Oh yeah.
My mom is from Australia. My dad is from Malaysia. But my friends who are like blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin, they go to Borobudur or Prambanan Temple and they spend the whole time just getting photos taken of them. They're just like, okay, another photo. And it's unique because often most of Indonesia haven't met a white-skinned, blonde-haired, blue-eyed person.
And how about the food? You know,
The food. Wow.
there's just a lot of food in Indonesia, and you know, you say that you like Sundanese food.
My favorite foods are, yes, I like going to, I think it's called Talira Samping. Is it Talira Sandan? It's a Sundanese restaurant I love. I love, what else do I love? Masakan Padang.
Oh, masakan Padang. Yes.
Food. I love durian. I love sambal hijau, cabai hijau ayam. I love those foods.
Oh,
It's amazing.
cabai hijau. It is Sundanese food.
Is it?
Oh my
I
god.
don't know. I like ayam bakar.
You know, there's just a lot of various chicken there, and then gacoan. You know gacoan?
Gajah.
Yes, gacoan. You know it actually. I have the picture that you eat gacoan, but maybe you just forgot it.
I've eaten so
Gacoan.
much.
It is level 8, and you just got so much.
Gacoan.
Yes, like that.
Gachuan.
Okay.
Yes, I have tried gachuan. Yeah.
How about it?
Well, I tell you what. I've tried the meat gachuan and I tried the cheese level 5.
Oh my god.
I think the cheese level 5 is way bad. Worse. It's worse. I don't want to try. I will never go to Rachi's again.
Yeah.
And if I go to meat gachuan, I'll just eat level 4. It's fine. I'm level 8.
How about the drinks?
Drinks.
Do you like coffee or what? Or maybe you have such an experience that you feel it is like strange to you, but you just like it.
I like durian coffee.
Drink coffee?
Durian coffee durian.
Oh, coffee durian.
Yeah, I like Wedeng Ubu. Wedeng Ubu.
What's that?
Wedeng Ubu.
Wait, that? Oh, even I didn't know that. Yes. Wait, you know, like they're also from this place, this city.
Are you guys from Bekasi?
Yes.
Oh, Bekasi kids.
Mostly they're just from it. It is from, sir, from Bekasi. Yeah, it is just coffee lovers also. Like
Bekasi.
yes, in Bekasi there's just a lot of coffee, various coffee. There are just various tea also, like that. And I don't know, maybe you have ever tried this food, like
It's okay. I'll eat later.
you just eat
Maybe the student want to ask.
Yes. So maybe you want to ask something
Any questions? Anyone
like
else?
that?
If not,
What?
he will continue the question.
What? Okay, let's recall from Nevlin. Okay, please, Nevlin.
You can ask anything about travel, about life, my content on TikTok, Instagram, anything.
No, just sit down.
What do you feel first time at this?
Oh, first impression.
Your first impressions of the school?
When you come.
Oh, my first impression was it's so clean. And you know what, guys? That is so important. To have me walk into the school and go, wow, everything is clean and nice and ordered, and the signs were good. Everyone's wearing their uniforms very nicely. That says you're proud of your school, proud of where you come. Because when sometimes I go on the streets and I ride my bike, it's not clean. The roads are dirty. There's sampa di mana-mana. And I'm like, wow. But as soon as I enter the school, I'm like, wow, a place that's clean has a culture of cleanliness, which means you're proud, which means you want to do your best here. If the school was not clean, would you want to do your best at a school that's not clean? It's harder to be your best in a place that's not the best.
Oh,
So you need to
okay.
create
From Ahwat, maybe from Ahwat. Oh, dia, Moreno.
Sorry if I have a bad in English.
Don't be sorry.
First, we all knew you are a native, right? Since you born, you never have a plan to learn Indonesia. Because of that, how you improve your language to using another language?
Yeah, that's a good question. How do you improve your language? There's 4 things in a language, right? Reading, writing, listening, speaking. Reading is just a matter of you're going to get books and read them and learn words. Writing, that's probably something we can do, okay. Listening, you can watch YouTube, you can watch Netflix, you can watch TikTok, and you can get English all the time. But the hardest thing is your speaking, and how can you improve your speaking? And the best way to do it is to commit to speaking with a native English speaker online every day. I don't know, is there an app or a website that you go on and you just speak? Because it's very hard. You will not speak English with your friends because they're Indonesians too. You don't speak English with your family because you're an Indonesian family, right? So you have to commit to somebody online on an app and just talk. For me, I like to go on Instagram Live and just speak bahasa Indonesia. Because I'm speaking, I'm not listening, I can't hear them, but I can speak and answer questions. Say, jawab pertanyaan di Instagram Live. So I try to do that most weeks. But I need to improve. I know I want to improve. My wife's mother is Sudanese. She doesn't speak any English. So I can't even talk to my wife's mom. She's just there giving me food the whole time. She gives me food, I'm like, I need to practice my speaking with my wife's mom so I can speak with the family. They live in Chilaxi. But that's important. You've got to practice and find a way. And it will benefit you because
Off and you did display out. But it's already
we
off.
pass, so we okay?
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
I guarantee you this. If there's something you need to remember, it's right now. If you can get English every day or every week, better and better. When it comes to job time, when it comes to you making money when you graduate, who will a company choose? The person who's good at their job, speaks bahasa Indonesia, but doesn't have the best English, or the person who's good at their job, speaks bahasa Indonesia and has great English. They will choose the person who has better English because they're able to use them globally. The world is online. You have to be able to be speaking English. Everyone outside of Indonesia, companies will choose people with better English. So really practice.
Okay, great questions.
Good question.
Ahwat.
Anyone? Okay, great. We have from the first.
Okay, I want to ask you, why do you like to wear batik, like every day?
Wow. Yesterday was Hari National Batik, yeah?
Yes.
I like most men, guys, we're very visual. We look at something and wow. So when we see patterns, I like batik. And I didn't grow up looking at batik or having to see batik every day. But when I lived in Singapore, I would see the Malays in Singapore wear batik. I was like, oh, these guys have got cool shirts. Like the Singaporean would wear boring shirts, and the Malays would wear cool shirts, like at a Malay wedding. I was like, that's cool fashion. And I'm unique, I like unique fashion. So then I traveled to Indonesia and buy a batik shirt every time I go to Indonesia, back to Singapore, buy another batik shirt. And then I just realized I just love batik. I love the look. I love what it looks like.
Nice batik you have.
This is a very nice one from a nice shop.
Yeah, the color is so beautiful.
Thank you. But that's my love of batik. Apparently, Indonesia, some people love batiks, some people don't really care, but I do. I like it.
Hey, please mention your name, please.
My name is Damian. I want to ask, there is some people who want to be fluent in English, but they don't like to learn English. So is there any
Tips.
tips for them?
Learning. Well,
You know, sometimes they want to learn it, but they don't like the grammar like that.
you know what? Yeah, grammar's important. You've got to learn your tenses. You know, there's 12 tenses, but you got to know how to speak in the past tense, the present tense, the future tense. You got to work on your grammar, but it means nothing if you can't speak it. If you can just write it, we were at the park yesterday. When it comes to saying it, are you going to say it? No, you've got to apply what you learn and write and read. And every night you need to be on an app, italki, or what's that famous one? Omegle? Is it Omegle? You have to get on the Omegle and you have to speak for people all around the world. Hi, I'm from Indonesia. And they will ask you questions and you will answer, and you will do that all the time. You can learn English here in class for one lesson a day, but then you leave the classroom and you speak Bahasa Indonesia. So you're not training your brain. You have to go home and spend half an hour, 30 minutes a night speaking to people on the app. And then that's where you learn. If you don't have Bule friends living in Bekasi, which is, you probably don't have Bule friends living in Bekasi, you're gonna have to find them online. And it's easy for you now, online, with apps, they're there. It's easier for you. 10 years ago, very difficult. Take advantage of the internet.
Okay. That's all. Is there anyone else? Okay.
Hello, my name is Damian. I want to ask you something. So you've been here for nearly 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is there any culture that you still feel difficult to adapt with?
Well, moving to Jakarta is very different than living in Bali. So I have to deal with the obvious traffic and pollution of Jakarta, and I'm like, whoa, I miss Bali. You know. So I was in Bali yesterday. I spent 4 days in Bali traveling. But you know, being in Jakarta, I'm here with my wife. She has family here, and I'm learning about this place. Being honest, if I was to answer your question, being honest, you know, I've married into her family, and her family is Muslim, and I don't know anything much about the Muslim world. We had a Muslim wedding, we did Eid al-Adha, we did Eid, Ramadan, we go there to chill and see, and I'm learning every day about Islam. And her mum's very religious, brother is very religious, and it's just unique to me. I've never seen, a cow, and I'm like, what's going on? I was shocked. I didn't know what was happening. I went, this is going to. So I'm learning every day about Islam in my family, and that's really unique to me because I was born in Australia as a Catholic, and my mum is very, very Catholic. You know, Jesus and everything, the Bible, which is very different to. At the same time, religion still preaches the same thing: like, be a good person and obey your God. It's just different. We Catholics obey their God. You obey Muhammad and Allah, and it's sort of same but different.
Okay.
From junior high school? Junior high school?
Yes. Give me the mic. Let's speak. Is there anyone? Okay. Mr. Delphi.
Hi, and I have a question.
Please stand up, sir.
Oh,
yes, stand up. We can't see you. Okay.
Looking back when you were still in Australia, would you say that the etiquette when you were in Australia comparing to Indonesia was vastly different? Like, I sure do know that Australia doesn't have people eating with their hands. Thank you. That's true.
That is super true. There's many etiquette differences between Australia and Indonesia. Yeah, we don't eat with our hands. That's shocking. You know the only person I knew who ate with their hands when I was in Australia? My dad, my father. He was eating with his hands, and me and my sister were always looking at him and going, oh, Dad, why you eat with your hands? That's disgusting, you know? Yeah, I mean, Australia is very almost ordered too. Like, you see a line and everyone lines up in a very ordered line, where generally in Indonesia everyone sort of bunches at one spot and tries to get in. So it's different etiquettes about lining up. Yeah.
So when they saw people eating with their hands, their first impression was that it was just gross?
No. I understand that it's part of the culture, and now, obviously, when I go to Sundanese restaurants and masakan Padang, I'm there. You know, I'm cuci tangan, pakai tangan. Before it's just, yeah, it's very boule to knife and fork. I still use my fork sometimes. Like, I don't want to get my hands dirty. I just don't. But I get it. I understand.
It's just one very difficult for me as a Indonesian to use that. Especially
knife and fork.
Like sumpit. You know that?
Chopstick.
Chopstick, yeah.
That's it.
What about other than food? Let's say when you're entering someone's house.
Yeah. We don't take our shoes off. Asia, generally, Singapore, Malaysia, Southeast Asia, China, Japan, you take your shoes off. In the West, England, Australia, no one takes their shoes off. You just walk in and walk around with shoes.
I can't really imagine myself walking around the house with my shoes on.
When my Malaysian cousins moved to Australia, we would visit them, and they're walking around with their shoes off, and we were told to take our shoes off. I was like, I was about 8 years old. I was like, Mum, why are we taking our shoes off? What's going on? Australia's it's laid back, but it's very clean in the cities as well. But, we don't use water in the toilets, for example. We don't have a gun. Psst, what is it called? We use paper. These are things boules come here and go, oh my God, what's this? That's a new thing. But it's a better thing. because you go back to Australia and it's not there. You're like, oh, great. That's a better thing here. Good questions.
Okay.
Your English is very strong. Why is your English so good?
Let's just say I've been learning it for about my entire life.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly like learning it, but like watching shows that has English.
That's another thing. You've watched so many shows and your accent is now American. That's a good thing. You copy what they say and you get an accent that's more what they sound like.
Okay. Is there anyone else? Okay, great, Mr. Dava. You can sit down. You may try. Anyone else? Just a question from the girls of junior high school. Kalisa. Huh? What? You want to ask? Then we'll just invite Mr. Damian who, to join with us for the game. Like that, okay. So before that, for the lecture, it is ready. It is not a part of the game, but let's play this. Pay attention.
Durian.
Okay, durians.
Rajapura.
Okay, great. Next. This is. Have you ever seen this in Indonesia?
There's lots of Gigi's in it. There's lots of seed, right?
Oh, okay.
What's it called? It's really tasty.
The name is
Rich
melongo.
rich fruit.
In bahasa Jawa. The name is Srikaya. Yes. Itu. In Jawa, no, maybe it is only in Lamongan. Menongo. Yes. Itu. Okay, come on. This. What? Have you eaten
Nasi bungkus?
nasi bungkus?
Nasi padang?
Almost. Yeah. Could you describe the color?
Nasi kuning?
Yes. Great. Slide on. Yes, it is. Next. Street food. Famous. Say it.
Telur gulung.
Telur gulung. Okay, great. Just like it. Okay. Next.
Great.
This one.
Siomay?
Siomay? Are you sure? Go on. Slide it. I don't know.
Bakwan, bakwan. Bakwan. Bakwan.
Mana beda.
Different.
Oh.
Bakwan. Bala. Bakwan sama. Tahu. Dengan bala-bala.
Ote. Say ote. Lamongan people will happy with it. Okay. Great. Go on. This. Street food also.
It's the fritter, corn fritter.
Sorry?
Bahasa Inggris corn fritter.
Yes, great. Kalau di bahasa Indonesia? Kimbal jagung. Iya, this is in my language. Yes. People here call it bahan jagung.
Ngadi-ngadi nih.
Is it Java?
Yes, in Java. Kimbal jagung. Say, kimbal jagung.
Gimbal jagung.
Kimbal jagung. That's great. Bakwan or bakwan, like that. Huh? This.
Oh, martabak manis.
Yeah. Nama lainnya Shining Moon.
I like martabak telur better.
Oh, like that.
Martabak telur is better.
Oh, yes.
Great, great.
Okay, next. Okay, give a plus to Mr. Damian.
You probably love this. It's not food. You do this the most in your life. You do, in your whole life, you will do this the most. Yeah!
That's the warming up, yeah. Let's see how many pictures in this, and I will call you. Depend on this picture. Give plus to Mr. Hamid. Five people. Okay.
Thailand.
Kayla, come first. Okay. Any volunteer? Any volunteer?
Karim.
Okay.
Most boule does not like this. Spicy. Bad boy.
This guy.
No, lama, okay. Okay, who? No, that one.
Eyeglasses. Eyeglasses.
Okay, come over. Okay, come over. Come. Yes.
You probably are scared of them. Ghosts? These things are in the jungle and the bush. They also like to strangle their prey. Snake, yes! You can buy this in a shop. You can also drink it. You can also squeeze it. The drink is made from a fruit, not lemonade. You can squeeze it to make juice. A very important person they make decisions every day that are important in this country. He travels a lot in the world and Indonesia. He will not be the most important person next year. Next year, someone else will be more important.
Try to speak. Try to speak.
He is also the most important person in your country for 8, maybe like
4 years. 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
9 years. He is very important in government.
Try to guess.
He's in the government, Pemerintah Indonesia, paling penting.
The picture is your class. In your classroom, there's his picture. Try.
Hey, his picture on the wall in your classroom. Yes. That's right. Betul. Apa?
On the wall, on your classroom wall.
The name.
Your president. Your president.
Yes.
His name.
His name is. Okay.
They do not live in Indonesia. They do not live in Indonesia. They are mainly in Africa. It is an animal. They made a movie about it. It's popular movie where one gets killed. They eat a lot, kill a lot, like to eat.
Try to guess.
Africa.
Animal Africa. The film.
Not a cheetah. Close. A dinosaur.
Long hair, blonde.
Scary noises. like a tiger. you often hit it. You probably have been taught it. Someone taught you how to play this. You play it with two teams, not soccer. No.
Near.
Close?
Close. Close.
You can only have 6 players per team. Some people love it, some people hate it. You can eat it. You can eat it. You can eat. You can makan. It's expensive. It's mahal. It is expensive. Spicy? Not spicy. You ask me a question and I answer. Pizza. Not pizza. It's expensive, but it is the most favorite fruit.
The king.
Hamburger.
Very expensive fruit. Very smelly.
The smell is smiley. Smell.
Very smelly. Smelly fruit. Spiky.
Yeah, close. Yeah, close.
Very spiky.
Nangka. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You need this to eat. You have to eat with this. It is silver. It is the color silver.
FA.
It is
Ferum.
shiny. It's something you eat with. It is not chocolate. It's a circle. It's something you hold to eat. And you might use it for soto. You would eat soto with it.
Ferum.
You would need this to eat ice cream. You would need this to eat. If you were eating soto betawi,
Near. Close.
you would need this to.
Alhamdulillah everyone.